Sydney Sweeney is giving us the investment opportunity of a lifetime. What's going, guys? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why Sydney Sweeney is giving us a really great investment opportunity, right? So when we take a look at Sydney Sweeney, we can tell that she has great personality, right? And this is why American Eagles actually did an ad with her on the 23rd of July. So after this ad drop, basically there was some controversy regarding, oh, they're not using a black model or whatever, DEI, you know. Some of the Democrats were very angry with their big pitchforks out. They're gonna like crucify American Eagles, and then they say, oh, this is not, you know, inclusive and all that. And somehow word of this reached Donald Trump. And not only did it reach Donald Trump's desk, actually Donald Trump found out she's a registered Republican, right? Which then prompted him to make this Truth Social post, which is Sydney Sweeney, a registered Republican, has the hottest ads out there. This is for American Eagle, and the jeans are flying off the shelf. And after this Trump Truth Social post, basically Sydney Sweeney was all over the headlines. The American Eagle ad was all over the headlines, and you can see here they were talking about backlash and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's still a huge amount of division among the Democrats and say, oh, this is not DEI and stuff like that. But when we take a look at the Google trends, you can see when you search Sydney Sweeney and in America, because primarily American Eagles is only doing business in America. So you can see July 20th to July 26th, actually the Sydney Sweeney's name recognition has been through the roof, right? And today is 6th of August, right? So we can only wait a week and then we take a look at the Google trends, and I presume it's going to be even higher, right? Because all that I see on social media is currently this thing, right? And then when you search for American Eagle, you can see also the search traffic is actually incredibly high, right? So for this, they have the updated numbers. You can see after this initial pump up to 2nd of August, now it's cooling down a bit, right? But I think before this, I don't think people have even heard of American Eagles, right? I certainly didn't hear of American Eagles before this. For my jeans, I always went to Levi Jeans to buy, right? So when we take a look at yesterday's news, right, we can see actually they actually doubled down on this ad, right? And from my presumption, doubling down on the ad means that they have a very good basically feedback from this ad, right? That's what I'm reading from it anyways. And then they have a very clear stance, right? So I like that they are not trying to appeal to everyone, right? Oh, Democrats are pushing back, you know, we're not gonna, because the world is so big, right? And if you can get Republicans to buy your jeans, right, it's more than enough. Because when we take a look at American Eagle stock, it's actually just a $2 billion company, right? And when we take a look at the PE ratio as well as dividends, I understand why the PE ratio is something like this. So when I took a look at the financials, actually the earnings and everything are actually going down, right? But I think after so much social media buzz and so much coverage from the media, right, I think their brand recognition will be a lot. And I think there will be a lot of Republicans that will actually go and out there and buy all these jeans, right? Because when we take a look at the 1 month return of the stock, right, the market is somewhat saying this with a 20% bump to its stock price, right? But I think 20% is not even close to enough, right? Judging by the amount of buzz that I'm seeing, right? And when we go back to when the collection is dropping, right, you can see that the collection is actually dropping 10th of August, right? So these are some things that I'm going to be monitoring, right? Is it on social media that a lot of people are posting them with this outfit? Because if you start seeing a lot of people posting with this Sydney Sweeney outfit and you see that they're selling it for $80 a pop, man, they're going to make a lot of money, right? So yeah, the three things that I'm going to be looking out for is, number one, are people posting it after the 10th of August, right? Because currently it's the 6th of August. It's not even on sale yet, right? After the 10th of August, people start posting about it, because if more and more people post about it, there's going to be more and more momentum, right? And then when we take a look at this, another website that I use is called SimilarWeb, right? We can wait until the July data comes out, and then we take a look at how much the monthly visits to American Eagle's website is, right? So some people might be wondering, okay, aren't you making like kind of some speculation as to how all these social media things will affect American Eagle sales? And the answer is yes, right? As analysts, we need to like take a look at the risk and also the reward, right? So for me, the risk is if nothing happens, if their sales are still bad, this Sydney Sweeney situation doesn't increase their sales, they go back to $10, right? So what? I lose $2 per share. But on the upside, I think if I'm right about the situation playing out, I think over the next 1 or 2 years, I could be up maybe $20 or even $30 per share, right? So that's the kind of mental framework I have, right? If you have like 60 or 70% of the information, that's more than enough, right? Because I really roughly know my downside and I am thinking of also my upside, right? If you're waiting for the Q2 numbers to come out and then the Q2 numbers come out and they're incredibly positive as I think, right? Then what happens to the stock price is at $20 and then you say, oh, I saw it at $12, I didn't buy it. now it's $20, I don't want to buy it. And then what can happen? It can go to 40, it can go to 50. We don't know how these things will play out, right? Because it's a reflexive loop happening, right? If a lot of people go and buy these One Piece and also this Sydney Sweeney products, suddenly it becomes very popular on Instagram or on TikTok, then I think there'll be a lot of sales to this American Eagle Outfitters. So you can see with a company this small, maybe they're gonna come out next quarter with earnings that are like 30% year over year, or some crazy numbers like that, or maybe even 50% year over year, right? Because I think the amount of free advertising that they got, right? So the amount of free advertising that they got from the president as well as from all these media posts, right? I don't think they can even get the same amount of media attention with maybe 10 million or even 20 million or maybe even $100 million, right? So in my opinion, I'm buying this stock and I'm keeping a look out for the next earnings, right? So we can take a look at the next earnings report. Is this social media buzz actually translating into any sales? Or is it just social media buzz and then nobody really cares about their products, right? So yeah, I'm currently long American Eagle Outfitters. I'm looking to add to my position, and that's about all I wanted to share today. If you did enjoy the video, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell button. With that being said, have a fantastic day ahead and peace out.